Hello everyone, long time no see. This is Mori Summer speaking. Or is it? Yeah, so if you couldn't tell already, I decided to change this channel's identity to yuzudesu. A friend of mine pointed out how off it was that I had a name based on that Chunibyo show in today's economy, so I felt more comfortable with this name for the future. Anyway, I wanted to announce that I'm going to be changing a lot of things about this channel moving forward, even though I've only made 3 videos. Before I get to that, however, I want to address something. Last video, I mentioned how I was going to make a review on Rage Quit by Bly. Well, unfortunately, I've decided to can that video. I wanted to make the video's editing very ambitious for some reason, so I quickly lost motivation towards production. Once I regained that spark, I realized the video had become incredibly outdated. I mentioned that Rage Quit was the most liked mythic level, which was true back then, but it has since been overtaken by skeletal shenanigans, which is now the talk of the entire community. Just to summarize my thoughts on Rage Quit, I kind of like it, but I get why people call it soulless, as it does feel like it was made to appeal to the lowest common denominator with its lack of cohesion and how overly flashy it is. So yeah, there's your honest Rage Quit review. Anyway, I want to start off by introducing the girl who is on the screen right now. This is my OC, Mori. She's tomboyish, sensitive, and an impulsive hardhead, so please, be easy on her. The stills in front of you were drawn by a close friend of mine, so make sure you show him support on Twitter. No, I am not trying to be a colon copy, just because I am using an avatar to talk about Geometry Dash. Speaking of which, I am announcing that this channel will be expanding into other subjects. Despite what my previous endeavors in content creation would suggest, this does not mean I will be abandoning Geometry Dash. In fact, the next video after this will be related to GD. I think this silly, family-friendly cube game is still super interesting, especially with the several limits people had broken through. Like seriously, what am I looking at right now? But I don't want to make this channel exclusively about GD. My interests have shifted away from it after all. Essentially, this channel will serve as an outlet for my inner thoughts about my favorite things, despite the algorithm favoring channels to stick to one thing. I am not going to say for sure what I have in store, as the future is incredibly unpredictable. But I will say that I am stoked to get this channel going once again, and I feel like this is something that I might commit to for at least the next few months. Of course, these videos cost money, maybe not in the editing aspect as I do everything by myself. But since I'm a human being, I need food, water, and shelter like the rest of you. Thus, I would like to announce that I am launching channel memberships. There are only 2 tiers at the moment, but I do plan on adding more as time goes on. As you can see, you can get neat perks like a special shoutout at the end of my videos, or occasional polls where you get to vote on what I should cover next, for as little as $1 per month. You can also pledge $3 a month for some more goodies like access to my members only Discord server. Now, I should address that I am going to disconnect this channel from my Patreon page. The reason is because I can't really think about how to effectively create regular, engaging posts for members when it comes to long-form content. Patreon I feel is more suited for artworks or animations. Media that not only takes a lot of effort and creative input, but can be broken down into multiple significant stages that can be expressed visually. You can argue that video essays are really essays in general or a piece of art, and that there are multiple layers behind them, and I would agree wholeheartedly. However, it is not as engaging to tell people that I finished researching or writing the script, compared to presenting people a sketch of some TNA. Not to mention, I want to keep my Patreon associated with my other 2 accounts, which will be targeting audiences different than here. I feel like with how different yuzudesu is, trying to make it fit will be hellish, and it might be messy with how clashing the fan bases would be. Thus, I've decided to keep things isolated here. Channel memberships won't be the only way you can support me. I've also decided to reopen GFX commissions. This was an endeavor that I tried to get going before, but I never got that many clients. I've decided to try it again, but this time I am also taking in requests for thumbnails that you can use for your proudest GD completions, or whatever you burnt down the kitchen with. This is something that I am especially excited about, as I've been into graphic design for several years, and I genuinely have fun with what I make. If you wish to spice up your channel, make sure to click on the card link in the description or the pinned comment, and read the commission section to learn how to place an order. Finally, I want to say that this will be the channel that I will be focusing on the most in the meantime. I will be keeping up the other channels afloat in the future, but do expect them to be a bit inactive as I will commit a good amount of my free time to producing content for here. You can still check them out if you are interested, but I do want to put a bit of a warning that some videos there might not appeal to you. It is definitely possible that this channel will be the one to get neglected, and the other two will be prioritized more. For now, yuzudesu will be the one I will invest in the most. I have a lot of interesting things that I still want to talk about, and it would truly be a waste if I just blanked out after only making 3 videos. I do not know when the next video will be released, but I'm going to be adding a unique editing style to it that will be present in future videos. Hopefully something that doesn't end up becoming too overboard, both for me and for you. I don't want a similar situation like with my old channel. I do apologize for how lazy I've been recently. Life had been complicated in the background, and with me starting another semester soon and planning to move out of my parents' house for the first time, I would be lying if I said I got everything under control. But the best that I could do right now is stay resilient and keep going. And I would advise you guys to do the same. With that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.